right, today we're going to go over a guard pull, and I'm purposely doing this on the carpet because I wanted to be sure that, I know most of you guys probably don't have mats at home. I wanted to be sure that this is something that you guys could do comfortably as long as you have a carpet. Even if you had hard floors, if you had an area rug or something you could put down, you'll be able to do this as long as you're just careful about your doing your guard pull. Anyway, so this is going to go with the triangle that we did a few weeks ago. We're going to be doing a guard pull to triangle. All right, so I'm going to start you off with the regular warm-up and drills that we've been doing. Then we're going to get back together at the end and go over a technique. All right, let's stretch and warm up. Reach your toes. Really try and push yourself past what is comfortable. So reach just a little bit farther every time so you can increase your flexibility. Over to one side. Switch. Roll it up. Arm behind your head. And switch. Shake it out. Arm across your chest. Switch. Shake it out. Butterfly. Really try and drive your knees into the floor to increase your hip flexibility. The more you can open your hips is going to really improve your technique a lot. All right, right leg forward, left leg back. And lean into it as far as you can. Switch. Z stretch. Switch. Okay, sit in your base. Look up. Down. Circle your head one way. Switch. Okay, let's get warmed up. Okay, get in your fight stance and quick feet. All right, when I say sprawl, I want to see a good sprawl. This is what a sprawl looks like. You drop your hands, you drop your hips, okay? I'll give you a choice if you want to have active toes or flat feet, but your chest needs to be tall and your hips need to be all the way down, okay? Quick feet, sprawl. 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 All right, now try and favor one side over the other. You can drop to your right hip, you can drop to your left hip. Sprawl. 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 Now stay down, plank position, and hold. Turtle. Stretch it out. Push-up position. 10 push-ups. Down. 1, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sit on your butt. We're going to touch our feet for 30. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30. All right, lay back. All right, now the focus here needs to be really using your core strength to get your hips up high, okay? So I want you to shoot your feet straight up above your hips, not rolling back over your head, but going straight up like this. And then you bring your knees in, and then you shoot your legs out, and they're gonna be straight parallel with the floor, but they're not gonna touch the floor. Bring them in and up, in and out, okay? Up, out, up, out, up, out. This is where you're really going to be able to shoot those triangles to do a lot more attacks from open guard. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. All right, come up. We're going to do crossover sit-ups now. Lay back, your feet are up by your butt, and you're going to choose your side. I want you to be explosive. Come up like you're really going to nail a hip sweep. Up and reach. Up. Try and be more explosive every time you do these. Get fast, get strong, so that you can really use this in your technique. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. Flip over. Let's do 10 more push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's do 30 in and outs. These about killed me last time. Ready? Feet off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. All right. Let's do some penetration drills. Get used to changing levels from here so you can get some clean wrestling shot takedowns. So you're gonna have one knee down, one knee up, heel, toe, knee, come down and drag through. Come down and drag through. Okay, you can be driving forward with your shoulder as you're doing this. And be nice and smooth as you're changing levels. This one is a little more difficult to do if you don't have a mat. So just do what you can. If you can manage to do it on the carpet, you might have to go a little bit slower. All right, I'm warm, you're probably warm. Okay, we are gonna do a few shoulder rolls and a few more things, and then we'll jump into our technique. Okay? This really depends on what kind of space you have. I have a mat, I have a decent sized living room. I could probably do a shoulder roll from standing, but I'm gonna show you from the feet, from the knees, because I know that most of us are gonna be crashing into stuff. Okay, so knee down, tunnel, and drive through. If you want to, if mom and dad say it's okay, and you want to go ahead and be brave and start from the feet, just make sure that you're aware of your surroundings and that you're being safe. Okay, do what you want on those, do a few more. If you have the space and if you can do shrimps, these are more difficult on the floor, but you can manage. All right, do some nice shrimps. All right, you can even, if you have a mat, forward shrimps. They're a great core workout. You just pick a side, you put your leg forward, and you drag yourself forward. It really is just like the opposite of a regular shrimp. We'll go ahead and do some bear crawl sit-outs. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna sit out. Here's my foot, I'm bringing it through to where my opposite hand is. I sit to my hip, and then I come back. 1, 2, 3, sit out on the other side. If you have the space and you wanna do them like that, go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, sit out. If you don't have the space, then you can just pick one spot and do your sit-outs right here. I can do my sit-outs without going anywhere. Sit, sit, sit. Okay, bust out some of those. And then we'll do back fall and a technical stand. I really like my students to get good at the technical stand because it really makes a difference when you can pop up quickly. So here is my back fall. Everyone knows how to do this. Protect your head by tucking your chin. Keep your arms out in front of you. Big slap. Here is where I see people being sloppy. I don't want you just coming straight up or even worse, turning around to come up. I want to see a technical stand. So I'm going to post on one hand, one foot. This arm stays in front of me defensively. I pick up my hip. I circle back. There's my stand, okay? Back fall. I'll do it on the other side. One hand, opposite foot, defensive arm here, pick up my hips, and I circle this foot back behind my hand. So it really is the opposite movement of the sit out. Back fall, technical stand, back fall, technical stand. Okay, so we are gonna go over pulling the guard straight to a submission. We're gonna be pulling guard to triangle. All right, so first of all, for any of my beginners or anyone who doesn't pull guard a lot or isn't familiar, okay, make sure that you have a good fight stance before you pull guard. We usually like to have a staggered stance, 1 foot forward and 1 foot more back, and make sure that you change levels with your legs and not bending at the waist. All right, so you're here in your fight stance. Usually when we pull guard, especially for beginners, we would go straight across collar, straight across sleeve. This would be just a regular guard pull position. But today I'm gonna show you how to pull to the triangle. So we're going to reach across to get a cross collar grip. So often what I'll do is I'll reach in for my regular grip and then I'll hand it to my other hand. So now I've got my cross collar grip. So however you want to start it is fine as long as you end up with a cross collar grip. So I'm going to move a little bit now so you can see. All right. So I'm going to come in. I like to do this. I grab it. I hand it to this hand. And now I'm going to get the same side sleeve grip. So both of my grips are on the same side of him. Cross collar grip, sleeve grip. I'll let you have your choice of sleeve grip. I always like to do this hook grip. Make a good habit, not putting your thumb inside. turn the sleeve like this. Now it's a really strong grip and I am complying with tournament rules. Okay, if you don't like that grip, you can try the pistol grip. I'm not a fan of this, but a lot of people like it. Okay, so here, fight stance, cross collar grip, same sleeve grip. Now this one is important which foot you put to the hip. So everything's gonna be on the same side. So if I've got collar and sleeve on this side, my foot has to go to this hip, okay? Now here's where you need to be careful if you don't have mats. You wanna lower yourself to the floor. So get your foot on the hip. Now just bend this back leg, drop yourself to the floor. Now this is good what Caleb did. I don't want him to come all the way down. I'm gonna stay here. Now I have the foot on the hip. I'm not gonna let go of that. I'm not gonna let go of my grips or my foot on the hip. Okay, so a couple of options with this leg right here. You know when we do the scissor sweep, how we bring our knee across the chest? It's gonna be similar to that. I'm gonna bring my knee across his arm to control his arm, and then I'm going to pull him in and shoot my leg up right into triangle position. Now here's where these grips are important. I'm pulling him in, shooting my leg across, and locking the triangle. Now from here you can make your adjustments. Here, okay? Let's do that again. Okay, fight stance, cross collar grip, sleeve grip, foot on the hip, sit to your butt, okay? Now I showed you already, if his hand is in here, I would bring my knee across, go back, put your hand how it was. If he has his hand controlling my leg, which they often will do, then I'm gonna use my foot like a hand. I'm gonna put my foot right on his bicep and control him like this. So even if he tries to use his hand to control my leg, I'm gonna use my leg to control his arm. So from here, when I'm ready, I can shoot up. Shoot your hips up, across, triangle. Now here you fix your triangle. Let's focus a little bit of attention just on this part. And if you're not comfortable pulling guard on your carpet, then you can go straight to this position, okay? You can start with feet on the hips, collar, sleeve. Okay, so this leg is extended. I'm keeping the distance here. As soon as I let this leg relax, he's gonna start passing my guard. Okay, it's an easy guard pass if you're not using this leg properly. So my foot is attached to his hip and I'm keeping the distance here and I'm using the grips with my arms. Okay, so I'm gonna see what he does with his hand over here. Now he's trying to control my leg. So I'm gonna bring it in, like pummel it in. Now I control him here, okay? So then as I'm bringing him in, I shoot my leg up. I'm gonna use this collar, bring him in, and you want your leg your shin right across the shoulders. Shoot this up here, ankle underneath. If his arm isn't across, I'll pick up my hips, I'll bring it across. Now I bring him down, I make my adjustments, and I finish the triangle. One more time here, and then we'll start back from the feet. Okay, collar, sleeve, foot on the hip. Now I can stay here as long as I want. As long as I'm controlling him, he's not passing my guard. So if he has his arm in here, sometimes he might do that. I'm gonna shoot my knee in, use it to control his arm, and then I'm gonna go shoot it straight up. Now here, I'm gonna be using my foot like a post on his hip to get my hips, my butt off the mat. This is important, okay? If your butt's on the mat, you're not gonna be ever getting a good triangle. Let's start again from the top. Okay, here, collar, sleeve, foot on the hip, quickly shoot the triangle. Collar, sleeve, foot on the hip. He's trying to control my leg. Go ahead. Foot on the bicep, pull him in, triangle. Okay, so this is a good option for you to start from the feet, go to a guard pull straight into a submission. Maybe you're not confident in your lock guard or you just want to go straight to the submission. This is a good option to have.